guys, welcome to Lingua Marina. On this channel, we learn how not to be boring in English. And today, I'm gonna teach you what to say instead of saying yes, yes, yes all the time. We're gonna learn words like okie dokie, alrighty, All of those words are in this class, so if you're interested in sounding like a native speaker, in stopping using word yes, yes, yes all the time, continue watching this video. We're gonna start with the easiest option out there, sounds and body language, because I know sometimes you are so scared when a native speaker talks to you. I remember the first time I went abroad and we went to Finland, and people in Finland are amazing English language speakers, and the guy on the border started talking to me and I lost my voice. I was like, oh my god, his English is amazing, what am I supposed to say? And sounds and body language come to rescue in this situation. So when people ask you something like, are you a tourist on the border? You can say,
There. That him?
Or if they're asking you, are you all right? You can just say, this is an okay sign. You can just nod your head. We're discussing crisis situations here, so bear with me. We're gonna talk about words a little later in this video. I just want to explain sounds and gestures first. Another sign, you're okay, everything is fine. Like yesterday, Dima and I stopped on a road here in the village where we are right now, and the policeman was passing by and he was like, are you guys okay? Instead of shouting, we're just, yeah, we're fine, no problem. When you're talking to your friends in English and you have the sense of your voice, you can actually use your language, there are certain things that you can say. You can say, okie dokie. Do you want to go to the movies today? Okie dokie. And by the way, pay attention to the question itself. Instead of saying, do you want to go to the movie theater today, which is a little formal, do you want to go to the cinema today is a little British. And if you want to be informal and American, you say, do you want to go to the movies today? And your informal answer, instead of yes, you say okie dokie. Okie dokie, let's do it.
Okie dokie.
Of course, you can say okay. Lola, my aunt, if you follow me on Instagram, Lingua Marina, we are hanging out together a lot, and she loves to text me K. K means okay. I text her like, Lola, do you want to have dinner tonight? And she texts me back, K, let's do 5 p.m. K stands for okay, means the same as yes.
Okay.
Alright is another way to replace yes, and there's also a word already. If you watch Sex and the City, there was this guy, I think he was Charlotte's husband, and he used to say alrighty all the time. And she was like, do you want to get married? And he was like, alrighty. And she was shocked. And he used this word for everything, like food, hobbies, whatever. And he used the same word for marriage, and she was really discouraged. But alrighty is another word for yes.
Alrighty.
You can also say sounds good. Do you want to go out tonight? You can say sounds good, let's do it.
Sounds good.
You can say for sure. Means you're really eager to do something. And you can say sure thing, and this is something that Americans use a lot. Excuse me, do you have milk in your store? Sure thing, it's right there.
Sure thing.
Okay, let's discuss a couple more informal ways of replacing yes. If you follow me on Instagram, I say yep all the time. So yep, yay, yeah, yup, yes. Totally, totes. When I say totes, I have this guy in his 20s from California, you know, blonde hair, and he's kind of cool and say totes. Do you want to go out with me? Totes. This is again a word used by American youth. I've heard a lot of American young people use this word. Totes instead of totally. Sure. And the last but not the least in our informal list is you bet. By the way, native speakers, both British people and American people, love to be sarcastic because they are generally positive people and they like to make jokes and they like to joke around with you. And if you're a non-native speaker, you can get confused easily. I was confused a lot of times. I was like, I thought people were talking seriously to me and they were joking, and I was like, oh my god, I didn't get it. You can notice if people are sarcastic if they use certain words. Yes, of course, you need to pay attention to the context and intonation, but sometimes the words will tell you if a person is sarcastic, and we're gonna learn some of those words right now. So if a person says, yeah, that means no, because he's being sarcastic. For example, you see this house and you're like, Marina, do you own this house? And I'm like, yeah, of course I own it. Of course I don't, because it's so expensive and so beautiful. I haven't earned that yet, and this is why he's yeah. So I'm being sarcastic. I say yes, but I mean no.
Yeah.
Sometimes people also say obviously, and they mean no. Again, pay attention to their intonation. Do you have $1 million? Obviously, of course, ha. What a funny joke. No, I don't. Like, this is the way people would be sarcastic. And of course, that might sound different. I'm just showing you one of the examples.
Obviously.
Sometimes people ask you a question that is too formal, and you're in this friendly setting and you just want to highlight that the question is too formal. Like, have you ever read Shakespeare in your life? And you're like, oh my god, we're just discussing movies and he started talking about Shakespeare. You can say affirmative, which means yes, but in a sarcastic way. Like, affirmative, I have read Shakespeare. Again, this is a way of you answering yes and highlighting that the question was too formal.
Affirmative, sir.
And before we move on to the formal part of this video, I want to remind you guys that I've put together a book, a workbook, with a lot of lists of phrasal verbs, idioms, advanced vocabulary that you have to know in order to move to the next level of English. You can download it below this video. It's english.online, my workbook. Please join thousands of students who are already using it, and let me know in Instagram how you feel about my workbook. It has a lot of practical exercises, so you will be able to learn things, but then also practice them in your real life. So let's wrap up this video with a couple of formal ways to say yes. The first, you can say certainly, you can say definitely, you can say of course, you can say gladly. Like if somebody's asking you for a favor, like, oh, excuse me, could you please hold my baby for 5 minutes? You say gladly. I love babies.
Gladly.
Then you can say absolutely, indeed, undoubtedly. Those are formal ways to say yes. That was it from me, guys. Please thumbs up if you've learned something new today. If you're not subscribed to this channel, this is one of the mistakes you're making in your English. The red button is below. Please smash it. Subscribe to my channel, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in my next videos. Bye bye.